Pilgrim and Hopeful were travelling, they went across a lovely plain called Ease, but it wasn't very long before they'd crossed that. And they came to a hill called Luca, and beside that hill was a silver mine. And in front of the silver mine was a man called Demas. And Demas shouted to them, "Oh, come and have a look at this silver mine. With a little bit of digging, you'll soon make yourself wealthy." Christian responded, "Is it not a dangerous place?" Demas said, "Well, it's only dangerous to those who are careless." But while he said that, he blushed. Then Christian said to Hopeful, "Let's not step up here and have a look, but keep on our way." Hopeful said, "Well, when Bayens comes by, no doubt he'll stop and he'll go and he'll have a look." Christian said, "Yes, I'm sure he will, because his principles lead him that way. But not us. Let's keep going." Demas shouted again, "Will you not come over and see?" Christian said, "You're an enemy to the right way and the right ways of God, and you will be condemned for turning yourself aside, and then condemned for turning others aside. When you meet His Majesty's judges, you will be put to shame." Don't put us to shame. We stand and want to stand with boldness before the judge. Demas cried again. He was one of their fraternity, and he only tarried a little while, but he would walk after them. Christian said, "Is not your name Demas?" He said, "Yes, I'm a son of Abraham." "I know you," said Christian. "Gehazi was your grandfather, Judas your father, and you've walked in their steps. This is a devilish prank, and you're part of it. Your father was hanged as a traitor. You deserve no better. And be assured, when we come to the king, he will have word of your behaviour." And so they went on their way. By this time, Bayens and his companions had come up to where Demas was, and at first beckoning, they went over to Demas. Now, whether they fell into the pit by looking over the brink, or whether they went down to dig, it doesn't matter, but they were smothered at the bottom by the damps that commonly arise. Of these things I am certain. But what I observe is that they were never seen again. Well, back on our walk, digging in the woods. Not sure what he's digging for now. In his Pilgrim's Progress, Bunyan, at this point in the story, spends a lot of time warning against the temptations of wealth. First, in the city, in Vanity Fair, and then with people like Bayens and his friends. And now, more pointedly, he talks about a man called Demas and the promise of a silver mine and the temptation to make easy wealth, but in doing so, to be caught in a snare that would stop you walking the pilgrim path. And to John Bunyan, this was a very great reality. I wonder what he would think today, a couple hundred years later, in our very money-orientated, possession-orientated world. I'm sure he would look at much of what's going on around us and much of what's going on in churches and question the effect that wealth is having upon the church and upon the nation. Jesus Christ tells us that if we are blessed by God with wealth, we should use it. And if we're not blessed by God with wealth, then we should be content in whatever situation He's placed us. But there is a very real danger of the promise of easy money, and it can often keep a pilgrim from the right path. Let's ask God to help us to be faithful wherever we are and with whatever He's given us. Whether riches or poverty, may we always live to His glory. May we always walk the right path. And may we avoid people like Demas, who would stop us and prevent us from walking with Jesus Christ. Well, today, wherever your path leads you, may God bless you. From me and my little friend, where are you? Are you here? ready to travel home. Have a good day.